Ladies and gents, hope your day is epic so far. Today we're gonna go over the Quest 2, kind of review the pros, the cons, what's good about it, what's not. So even if you have a Quest 2 headset, you may want to stick around, you might learn something. There's a lot of new features that have come out since its release. For those who are on the verge of, well, should I buy one or shouldn't I? This video is for you mainly. Let's get into it. The first thing you need to know about this headset is that it is standalone. You do not need a PC or a laptop to run it. It does it by itself. It's its own PC in a sense. It does connect to Wi-Fi, so you don't need to worry about that either. You'll get all the online stuff, social features with the headset as well, okay? The next feature that I want to talk about is the link to PC. So even if you don't have a PC or laptop, that doesn't mean you can't use it. Let's say you want to use your PC's resources or your laptop's resources instead of the headset, so you get better quality picture, better quality performance. You can use your PC via a link cable that we'll go over later, or you can cast it to your headset via your computer. Let's talk about that. So over here you have a PC. Well done, Storm. Thank you for the PC. Appreciate that. That PC will transmit the picture that's being viewed on it to the router, blah, 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 blah. Bam, right here, okay? And then from the router, it will send it to the headset over here. So you can stream from your PC to the headset without using a cable. So you can still use all your PC's resources to get that better performance on the headset. This next feature is one of my favorites. It's if you have friends or family that are visiting and you want them to see the action, be part of the action, see what you're seeing, you can cast to a smart TV, to Chromecast, etc. It's really cool to get people engaged, just see what you're doing, and to take turns on it to see who does better. It's fun. Some good entertainment will come for that, I promise you.
This nigga ain't scared, he just jumping straight off.
The next feature is family sharing. So let's say you have one headset, but you have 4 people in your family. You can create sub-accounts on the headset, so each person will have their individual profile. You only have to buy the game once, and it saves a specific profile on that game, depending on the account you're playing. So if I'm playing Population 1 and I don't want my win-loss ratio to be messed up by Ataliel, not saying she's bad at the game, I'm sure she's fine, right? But it would have a different profile for her under the game if she's playing on her account, then it would be fine. So it separates it, makes it super nice for family sharing. In the future, they're talking about adding this feature to different headsets. So you can have multiple headsets with different accounts on them. I believe it's up to 4 or 5 sub-accounts. Storm will put it here. Thank you, Storm, appreciate that. It's a really cool feature for family sharing. Parental controls, need I say more? Nice feature. Protect your wallet, parents. Protect your wallet. If you have a hard time standing for long periods of time, then you can play a lot of apps or games sitting down. You don't have to be standing. Super good feature. Social features. It's a must if you want to play with family or friends. You can add friends. You can challenge friends. Let's say I get a high score in Beat Saber and I want to challenge Ataliel to it. She can get that challenge and then beat my score like she usually does. And then we proceed to battle in who gets a higher score. You can also talk with each other outside game. So if you have an added friend, you simply call them via the Oculus homepage, and then you can talk outside game, even during the game. Pretty cool feature too. It does have a fast processor. Storm will put it up here for those who understand what processor is and the terms there. It looks fantastic. The resolution is fantastic. It's 120 hertz refresh rate. If you look super close, like super close, then you can see it's kind of a screen door effect, but you'd have to try pretty hard. When you're playing a game or you're in an application, you're not gonna notice. I don't notice it. Take it at your own will. I think it's great. I think the resolution is fine. You can also control it with your hands. You don't need controllers. There are plenty of apps, plenty of games that allow you just to use your hands to control and navigate the headset. It's also great for if you're using the virtual reality headset as a workstation. Super cool, so you don't have bulky controllers in your hands trying to navigate everything. Just use your hands. It does have 4 cameras as well for tracking. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Now, one of the most common misconceptions that people get from Oh, virtual reality headset. You must be a hardcore gamer. No, okay? Oculus does a really good job at integrating both a virtual workstation and gaming into the same headset, okay? You can use it for gaming or for work. It's really cool. From virtual movie theaters, virtual desktops, virtual meeting rooms, and many, many more features. You can use it for both. And kind of touching on the hand tracking again, when you're using it for work, again, you don't have to use the controllers. It is super useful. There are plenty of accessories as well made for this headset that are third party. Go to Amazon, we'll talk about that later. The lenses are adjustable. This helps with a clearer picture to kind of match your eye distance. So it looks clear to you. It looks good for your eyes specifically. Great speakers are integrated in the headset. When you're listening to it, it really does feel like you're immersed. It kind of shapes the sound in like a cone, you know, like you're putting on a face mask of sound. Probably doesn't make sense. It sounds good. It sounds good, okay? Don't worry about that. Now, if you do want to use headphones, it does have an auxiliary port that you can use. Picture, thank you, Storm. So that's an option as well. You can also track your couch or other furniture that you have in your home. So it literally takes a couple minutes to set up, draw where your couch is, draw the outline, and then your couch is integrated into your virtual home or your virtual world. Awesome feature, so you're not running into furniture. You can see where things are if you want to take a break, sit down, that kind of deal without taking off the headset. One of my favorite parts of this headset, one of the favorite features that I enjoy the most is the pass-through setting. Simply double tap on the side of the headset and you'll be able to see your surroundings without having to take the headset off. It also is in the settings. There's a little slide bar. You can adjust the amount of pass-through that you see of the real world versus the virtual world. Super cool feature, super useful. All of that we just listed, all those pros are for $299 USD. Okay? That's for the 64 gigabyte variant. The 256 gigabyte variant is $399 USD. Okay? You don't necessarily need the 256. I don't use the 256. All the games and apps are kind of optimized for the Quest, so they don't take up as much space as they would on a PC. So you don't really need it unless you either don't have a PC and you plan on having a ton of games and a ton of apps. Then get the 256, but it'd be safe than sorry. But for the most part, the 64 gigabyte will do you just fine. Most virtual reality headsets are $500 plus. And again, like I said it before, that's just for the headset. It doesn't come with the controllers, okay? So for the price point, this is a really good headset. Now, before you go buy it, let's just slow down, slow down, Speed Racer, okay? Let's go over some of the cons real quick. One, the accessories that come with the headset and are sold on Oculus, they suck. Don't get them, okay? They're not worth the money, okay? The head strap is just uncomfortable. It feels like it sucks the headset to your face instead of resting it on your head. Maybe 45 minutes, I would start getting a headache. Not to mention, the sweat kind of makes the band not as flexible. Makes it a little stiff. It's just gross. Okay, don't use it. It's garbage. Okay. Instead, I recommend this. This you can get on, I believe, Amazon for like 35 bucks. And it's super comfortable. It rests on the top of your head instead of sucking it to your face. You know what I'm saying? So way more comfortable, and it's cheaper than the other alternatives that they offer on the Oculus store. Don't go to the Oculus store for accessories for your headset, okay? Next, like I was talking about earlier with that link capability, you will need a link cable. I'll post it in the description below. Or you can use your Wi-Fi 6 at your house if you have Wi-Fi 6. Only run it on Wi-Fi 6, that's what I recommend. Just for quality purposes, okay? I'll post the link cable down there below. Oculus wants $79 for it on their website. I have one that I found on Amazon for like half the price. Another kind of con, some people see it as a bad thing. There are games that are exclusive to PC virtual reality gaming, so Steam, right? So I don't really see it as a problem. The Oculus Store does a really good job at making a variety of games available to you. So I wouldn't worry about that. But you are missing out if you don't have a PC in that aspect. If you sweat a lot, I do recommend a face covering. It does go on the headset itself, so your sweat does not soak in to the cloth material that's on the original headset piece. Sometimes the lens will fog up if the headset's cold, or if the lens are cold. After 5-10 minutes, it clears up, so no real problem there. And finally, the kicker, okay? The biggest deciding factor of whether I was gonna buy this headset or not. I almost didn't buy it. You have to have a Facebook to operate a Quest 2. If you don't have a Facebook account, this thing is a paperweight. Okay, you have to log in with your Facebook account. I know, it sucks. It's a terrible condition that Facebook uses to have you buy their headset. It's garbage, okay? It's worth it. It sucks, but it's worth it. I love the Quest 2. It's a really good headset, okay? Those are all the pros, those are all the cons. Things I recommend, if you do end up buying the headset, get rechargeable batteries for the controllers. Okay, it's just useful. The next thing is if you want to play longer than 2 hours, which is the standard charge time for the headset, if you're not running at 120 hertz. They have ones on Amazon that connect to the back of the headset, or if you already have a portable battery, run a USB cord through your shirt, plug it in, put it in your pocket, you're good. Okay, that's for people who want to play for more than 2 hours, prolonged periods of time. Also, if you're having a hard time gripping onto the controllers, get some controller grips. I believe they're like 15 bucks on Amazon as well. Pretty cheap, and they definitely help when you're swinging around like Beat Saber. I have a hard time holding on to it sometimes when I'm flailing my arms around, so controller grips for sure help, okay? Again, I will post links to all the things that I use on my Quest 2 headset in the description below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you continue to have an epic rest of your day. Join us, join the Legion. That's the name of our community. We are an awesome bunch of people, so many cool people. We have activities that we do in the Discord as far as like gaming, people post their art, and we have some crazy chefs in the Discord as well within the community. They post their food. It is delicious looking, so cool. Okay, really cool bunch of people. Please join us. We'd love to have you. Serve someone today. Make someone's day. Okay, the world needs a little more kindness. All right, attitude of gratitude, ladies and gents. I will see you next time. Deuces, let's go.